Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video, we'll be taking a look at the latest preview for Warhammer Quest: Cursed City. If you've been watching the Warhammer community website this week, then you've seen lots of articles for Daughters of Cain and the Hedonites of Slaanesh. So if you're into Age of Sigmar, and those are your two factions that you follow, then that's been great for you. But finally, we got something for Warhammer Quest released. I'm really excited about this. So that's great news. So in this video, we'll take a look at the new article that they published for Warhammer Quest: Cursed City. And we'll take a look at the new preview and then just have a little update to see what else has come out, if anything, catch up with what we might have missed, and then look at how we can use this new release in Warcry as well. Thanks for all your comments and feedback on the previous video I did for Cursed City. It's been really cool to hear from you. And congratulations to Apidai, who called in the Kurnothi for this new miniature that they've released. And we saw the highlight or the silhouette for an archer. And it's sure enough, it is a Kurnothi. And so this is really cool. And here's the first piece of artwork that we're going to see for this new miniature that they've brought out. And this looks great. And last week we learned about the Ulfenwatch, the skeletons and the militiamen that came with them, and so that looked really cool. But now we've got an archer, and so this is a great addition, and this is going to be one of the heroes, and this is going to be a brilliant character to play for sure. So here's the miniature, and another great looking hero for this game, and the sculpt is really great. And there's been loads of archers released for different games and various game systems in the past. So to come along and do another kind of elf-style archer, they had to come up with something unique. I think they've done a great job here. This looks really good. And the pose and the braids and those antlers looks really nice. So this is going to be a great miniature to build and paint. I can't wait for this. So this character's out for revenge against the vampires that took her home and family. And it says here that in the realm of Goran, there is a strange annex called the Engalar Weald, once known only to the Sylvaneth. Then the Soul Blight came. Kurnothi and her kin fought a savage guerrilla war against the vampire invaders, but they could not match the brute strength and the resilience of their undead foes. Kurnothi's clan lost hope and withdrew, seeking to restart their lives elsewhere. Kurnothi, however, refused to give up and vowed to bring true death to the vampires, even though her elders expressly forbade it. With her blade and bow, she made her way to Ulfenkarn to seek her revenge. There's some great narrative to get us started, but it also says here that before leaving, she took an arm-thick splinter of the oak of ages past, the tree sacred to all elven kind. Kurnothi fashioned it into many magical arrows, the better to slay the undead monstrosities that haunt the streets of Ulfenkarn. So no release date as yet, but it says that this miniature will be released as part of the game, so we can't wait for that. And but for now, that's pretty much it for that article and for the preview. So let's head over to the website and just see if there's anything else that we can catch up with today. Thanks again for all your comments in the last video. It was really good. And well done to Daniel Vo and Miso, who pointed out that the main villain could be well featured at the top of the website here. And you can see this statue on either side of the page on top of the skulls. So this could be our main villain. So that's really well spotted. And I didn't even see these two figures in the website image when I looked at it the first couple of times. So that's great. It doesn't look like there's much updated to the website, but here's the preview video for Cursed City, which is really nicely done. So if you haven't watched that, it's well worth checking that out. But let's scroll down and see what else we can see. So in the last video, we went through some artwork and pictures, and there's another great spot by It's All Fun and Games, who pointed out the grotesque style pauldron on that ogre or Orruk looking figure, and I think I'm going for ogre, so that was well spotted too. And so scrolling down, we can see we've already seen Jelson Darroch, and we've also seen a couple of the Overlords, so we're getting one hero each week and one Overlord, so they're alternating each week. So one week we'll get a hero, next week we'll get a villain, but here's Kurnothi, and again, looks great. Really great addition. I think it's going to be really fun to play with. For our Overlords of Ulfenkarn, we've already seen Gorslav, the Gravekeeper, and last week we saw Captain Halgrim and some of his henchmen being released. So the great looking villains, again, these are going to be good to add to Legions of Nagash for Warcry. I think that'll work really well, and be awesome to see how we can make use of the new Kurnothi miniature as well in Warcry. So we'll take a look at that in a second. And then scrolling down, we've got the map, which is going to give us some clues as to what we could expect and just letting us know to keep up to date. So that pretty much sums up everything they've updated there on the website. And so now we've got 2 heroes out of the 8 possible heroes we're going to get. And we've got 2 villains, and I can't wait to see who's going to be released next. One of the elements of this game that I'm looking forward to is taking those awesome looking miniatures and using them in Warcry. And so I'm just looking how we could use this miniature in Warcry as maybe a hero. I think she could certainly fit in with the cities of Sigmar, but it's just choosing which kind of faction to go with. And maybe she'll be a Sister of the Watch or a High Sister, maybe a Wildwood Ranger. I'm not sure. So yeah, but if you've got an idea of where you think this archer would fit in with Warcry and to which warband, add it in the comments below. That'd be awesome. There's certainly going to be lots of potential here with the miniatures for Legions of Nagash, with the vampires and the skeletons that we've seen so far. And it would be awesome to put together a warband, a completely unique warband of vampire hunters, maybe using the 8 miniatures from this, and then getting some blank template cards and creating their own statistics and abilities. I think that'd be really fun, and that's definitely something I'm going to be doing in the future for sure. So I've never played Warhammer Quest, but I'm really looking forward to this game coming out so I can get it built, painted, and then do some rules and playthroughs and battle reports. And I've been watching some battle reports for Blackstone Fortress on the Guerrilla Miniature Gaming channel, and they've done some awesome videos that really kind of give you a flavour of the game and go in detail about how it's played. And I think if Cursed City is on this level, I'll be really happy. So I can't wait to see how the gameplay is going to go, and hopefully this, just like Blackstone Fortress, where you can play it solo or as 1 to 5 players. I'm hoping this one will have a solo aspect to it as well, and it kind of reminds me of a Dungeons and Dragons game called Legends of Drizzt, but I never really got fully on board with that, with the miniatures and the narrative. It just wasn't immersive enough, and I think the miniatures are already built, you didn't have to paint them, and it was much more of a board game. So I'm hoping that Cursed City for Warhammer Quest is much more immersive, with like a deeper narrative and much more expansion for campaigns and more depth for the game. And I think plus building and painting the miniatures, it gives you more ownership of them, and kind of you're more involved and a level of commitment to the game even before starting to play it. So I think that's where this could really top that. Because I enjoyed Legends of Drizzt, but there was no longevity to it. It was just like a quick game, more of a board game that you just pack up, put away, and kind of forget about. But with Warhammer Quest, I think there's going to be lots of opportunities to develop narrative campaigns and expand on the game. So hopefully a lot more to it. So I'm really looking forward to finding out. What do you think about the releases so far? And I'd love to hear your thoughts, so add them in the comment section below. If you've got any ideas of who's going to be previewed next, or if you've played the game, the previous Warhammer Quest games, then it'd be great to hear how you think they're going to go with this one and what you think of the theme. So I'll be doing videos like this each time something new is released and previewed. I'm really enjoying this kind of drip feeding they're doing of getting the hype up for the game, and I'm really into it. So look out for videos like that coming soon. But thanks so much for watching this one. Please like if you like it, subscribe for more videos like this, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to join me next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games.